Yo, hope you're having a blessed day. First, I want to say nothing in this video is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Hope y'all having a blessed day. Right now, it's eerily quiet. You know when it's quiet, something very loud follows. So let's have a conversation, fam. Let's have a conversation. I hope you all are getting the notifications. Hopefully we can have a nice live stream. What's going on, World Boss? What's going on, Pino? Peace and blessings, family. Hope y'all having a blessed day. Glad to see y'all. Glad to see y'all. What's going on, Lee? What's up, Lise? Ripple Effect in the building. Sunseeker, how y'all doing, fam? Glad to see y'all. Glad to see y'all. But like I said, I put out a video today, right? Hopefully most of you saw that decode. And we just keep seeing the same numbers, the same things, fam. Everything is pointing to the coming E system. Everything is pointing to silver. Everything is pointing to the coins that we talk about most of the time. There is no doubt about it. And it's crazy because, I mean, everybody knows that I'm shadow banned. But I put that video up today, and for some reason, something told me to go look at the comments. And I noticed I had 23 comments. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of comments. And when I went to the video, there it is, YouTube. I don't know what type of algorithm they're using or what they're doing, but they attacked my video. Lee says, for the third day, my lobster wallet is showing 800 million. 800 million? What's up, Kowalski? What's up, Scoopy? 800 million? Wow. What hey Lise, what coin is showing that kind of value? What coin is showing that kind of value, or is it just multiple coins? Wow. Ripple Effect says, what coins do you have? The coins that we talk about every time when we do the live stream. Rootstock. Rootstock is showing that much value on the lobster wallet. And BlackRock. Wow. I haven't looked at my my lobster wallet in a few days. I'm gonna have to take a look at it and see what you're talking about, because I have those coins. What's up, A. Lorden? When you say lease, when you say Rootstocks, are you talking about the coin Rootstock, or are you talking about the coins that fall under Rootstock? Like Luke Oil, Moscow Exchange. Yeah, I like to see that. Yeah, it's crazy what silver is doing, but we in this community, we are not surprised, right? We've been talking about silver for a long time when a lot of people wasn't talking about it. And we were talking about it in a different aspect. All right, the ones that fall under Rootstocks, okay. Yeah, we've been talking about silver for a long time when a lot of people wasn't talking about it. Silver, buy now or cry later, right? That's our term that we've been sticking by for the past few months. Silver, buy now or cry later. What's up, Mariana? Now we know the importance of silver. Now we see why we see silver so much in gematria, right? Now we see it. Because we've been talking about the purple coins for a long time. Dank dollars, proton pussy, right? XRPLT, which is XRP 262, right? Loan protocol, XPR network. We've been talking about these coins for a long time. And they always came up surrounding silver. What's up, Keith? It always comes up surrounding silver. And now here it is today. Silver is taking off and going crazy. What does that tell us? What does that tell us, family? It says a lot. It says a lot. When I first showed you all that they have the 1 gram account on XPR network, right? 1 gram of silver, 1 gram of gold, 1 gram of palladium. They setting up this new system, which is the E system. And in my decode, I think the one I released yesterday or recently, it actually showed us in that video. It spoke of Philip, which is Philip Price from the show Mr. Robot, who is the CEO of E Corp. In that same decode, we saw E Corp. No, we didn't see E Corp, it said Corp. So we got Corp and we got Philip. That says a lot. Not only did we get Corp and we get Philip, but then we got the number 540, which is XRPLT. That is so much proof to me. That is so much validation to me. And the biggest thing I want to talk about is all this time, we've always heard the term, the phoenix rises from the ashes. We've always heard that term, the phoenix rises from the ashes. Until my spirit told me to look into ashes. And when I looked into ashes, ashes points to metal. In my decode today, we saw metal blockchain. We saw S-Loan. We saw show me the PUSSY. What's up, Wyola? Right? We saw 666-111, which is dank dollars and loan. And in that same video, we got 1194, and we all know 194 is ashes. So when we hear the term, the phoenix rises from the ashes, we know what it means now. The phoenix rises from XPR network. The phoenix rises from Metallicus, the rainbow, Voltron, right? Voltron, Skittles, Power Rangers. We've seen a lot of things in Gematria that shows us that, right? So we know what time it is, fam. We just have to stay humble. We just have to stay spiritual, because we will be chosen by spirit, not by how good you are with trading stocks and reading charts, not because you sitting on a lot of money and you think it's not gonna work like that. I'm telling you, family, you have to be chosen by spirit. You have to be on a certain frequency, on a certain wavelength. And we know what they about to do. You see, my channel was under attack. I had almost 30 people in my live stream. And after 30 people, it just dropped me down to 14 people. So you know what that tells me? They're kicking people out my live stream. This is what we have to deal with in this time and age. The suppression of truth. But they letting a lot of these trolls in. I'm seeing a lot of trolls coming in. But the people who support me, the people who really want this information, they kicked them out the live. They blocked them from joining the live. I'm glad I was able to get this message to as many people as I was able to. But it's a shame. YouTube should be ashamed. They should be ashamed. They want to suppress the truth. And they want to mass push the deceptions. That's what I'm dealing with. But that's why I have to keep working hard. That's why I keep pushing. That's why I keep going. That's why I always tell y'all I have a lot more work to do. The people who support me, the people who really want the information, they not here, but I see all these trolls here. That is by design. That is YouTube's algorithm suppressing my live stream. The same way they came into my last video that I uploaded, and I don't know what it is, where they send all these comments. What's up, Grape? Yeah, a lot of trolls in the live stream because they know who to attack. They know who got the real information. They know who's showing y'all the real information. It's all good, Grape. I know how it is. I know how it is. But it's sad. But it is also expected. It is also expected. So this does not catch me by surprise. It's like they had a line of trolls just couldn't wait to come in my live stream. But it is what it is. It is what it is, family. I guess today is troll day. I guess today is troll day. Yeah, I have I don't know who else is on my who else wants to be a moderator, but when this video uploads, comment on the video if you would like to be a moderator, and I'll add you as a moderator. Peace of Yah. Thank you very much, family. Thank you so much. Peace and blessings to you. Thank you. Glad to know I'm appreciated by some. Cause I work extremely hard to do what I do, family. I stay encouraged, peace of Yah. People like you are the reason, are part of the reason. Thank you, TCB. Thank you. Thank you. Let me roll my window down a little bit, get a little more air circulating in here. I was trying to do my live without running my car so long, you know. Metal Dial stacking $10 a week and XPR for a year now. That's a good decision, Keith. Don't sleep on Metal Dial. Number 211 in Gematria. Do not sleep on Metal Dial. I'm not. I'm definitely not sleeping on Metal Dial, Metal Blockchain, none of the purple coins. But we all know what time it is. We've been preparing for a long time. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a day where it's going to all pay off. It's going to all pay off. We put in a lot of work, a lot of time researching, trying to understand certain things. But it's going to pay off, family. That's what I want to let you all know. Do not lose faith. Do not get discouraged. When you see something that's way in the distant future, then you have to wait until we reach that point. which could be stressful sometimes. It's a gift and a curse. When you know you have wealth that's just sitting there waiting for you, but you have to be patient and wait on it, it could get a little bit stressful. But just knowing that it's in your future should overpower that. Because a lot of y'all just don't know how much wealth is in your future. Hopefully 2026 freedom will come for us all. I hope so, Scoopy. John says you got to keep going. You definitely have to keep going. What's up, Buster? Denmark in the building. It's an awakening, TCB says. Yep. It's an awakening. I believe. Hold on, somebody said, let me see. Thank you. Great peace and blessings, family. Thank you so much. That's why I love my community, because like I said, they got a lot of people that really show me they appreciate me. They had a message I didn't get to read. I'm sorry I didn't get to read that message. 2026, things will change. Silver and Stellar and Proton will jump. I believe that, Lise. I believe that. I definitely believe that, family. We have the right coins. We know we have the right coins. Right? There's no doubt about it. We know we have the right coins. It's just a waiting game. It's just a waiting game. But I want to give all of you a big shout out for having faith in yourself, believing that the things that I showed you in Gematria, leading a lot of you to Gematria, to where a lot of you are decoding yourselves now. You see, I didn't come here to be a leader, a spiritual leader. You know, I wanted to show you that you can access the same things that I do. I wanted you to tap into the same powers that I have. That's why I always told you to start decoding numbers. And a lot of you have. And a lot of you have used that and brought a lot of valid information to the community. Thank you, Scoopy. Peace and blessings, family. Thank you so much. The trolls is confirmation. Kowalski says one-way ticket, definitely. Definitely, fam. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. And it's all playing out the way we always said. It's all playing out. Do you think the United States moved all of that hardware to Iran, spent all that money in nuclear fuel, diesel, right? You think they sent all of that to Iran just to turn around and come back? Do you know how that would make them look if they send that type of firepower to Iran and then turn around? Because they don't want it to be perceived as fear or that they got scared. They did not move that much firepower to that area of the world just for show. When that war kicks off, that is going to start the timeline for the coins that we hold. Because that is going to destroy this system. 45% of the world's oil comes through the Strait of Hormuz. Do you know how many things are used? Do you know how many things are made by oil? That oil is used to make? Do you know how high energy prices are going to go? You haven't seen anything yet when it comes to silver and gold, platinum, palladium, and copper. You haven't seen anything yet, family. But give yourselves a round of applause and a pat on the back, because you saw something that so many people have not seen. You see something that most people can't grasp. And I'm telling you, it is going to pay off. What's up, Danny? Peace and blessings, family. You are going to benefit. You are going to benefit. I'm telling you, I called silver. Many of you are up in silver right now when nobody was talking about silver. Now, think about this, fam. I've been telling all of you to get silver for the longest, and now there is a silver craze. Fambo says over 6,000 everyday products are made from petroleum, ranging from plastics, clothing, medicines, and electronics, while most crude oil is refined into fuel, gasoline, diesel, jet fuel. Well, that sounds like a shutdown of the Strait of Hormuz will break the back of the economy. Because everybody needs clothes. So many things are made of plastic, medicines, electronics. And they know it's going to do that, but it's all part of the plan. This war is going to destroy the entire economy, and they're going to have to reset it. That's where the coins that we hold come in. Remember my decode that I just did, it said early. Remember, I don't know if it's the one I did today or yesterday, but it said early. Early. That's me. That's you. We have these coins so early, it's hard to even decipher what we are actually holding because we are that early. How did we get to be this early? From being on the right frequency, from being in the right community, from interacting with like-minded people, right? People who are of the same spiritual essence as you and me. Those on the same vibration, those that operate on the same dimension. That's why we are early, family. That's why we are going to benefit. That's why I'm shadow banned. Yesterday, I watched one of my videos that I released. I had 150 views with 51 likes. Think about that, fam. Within 2 hours, I had 51 likes off of just 150 views. It doesn't take a I don't have to be a scientist or a lawyer or any type of intellect to know that I'm shadow banned, fam. Because there's no way I should have 51 likes after just 150 views. That's a high like number, right? That's a lot of likes. So people who get to see my information like what they see. Those that can't see the information is because they don't want you to see it. It is sad. It is sad. But I keep pushing for the community. I keep pushing because I'm trying to save and help as many as I can. That's just like right now, I'm live. There hasn't been a comment to come through in over a minute. Did they freeze my comment section, my chat section? I don't know. So someone please post a comment so I can make sure they didn't freeze the chat section, because they are good for that also. Okay, now I'm seeing them. Doomsday clock, 85 seconds before midnight. Check decode on Franchise Blue. Very interesting. Okay. Kowalski says, now I see 17 likes. Yeah, it's showing 18 right now. Thank you for that, Kowalski. Old Nemo says, no numbers, no vibes, no frequencies. Rashad Williams, what's going on, fam? A lot of people go miss out on the biggest wealth transfer in history because they didn't raise their frequency. They didn't follow their heart. They followed the masses. They followed what was popular. We don't do what's popular. We do what's spiritual, what our heart, what our consciousness, what our frequency is telling us. That's what we do. And our how I'ma say this, results come out way different than many other people. Tony says, I think there's a major delay between what we see in the comments and what the channel creator sees. I've realized that in many streams. Keith says, Metal Swap XMT is rebranding to Denaria. It says soon they will change to Denaria 5 to 1 XMT. That's good information, Keith. Appreciate that. Y'all have no idea. I'm telling you, you know how many people don't even know what Dank Dollars is? Never heard of Proton, PUSSY. Never heard of XRP, LT. They've never heard of it. I talk to people that I work with, everything that they have is what's been mass produced on YouTube from those that are trying to deceive the masses. You have to be a certain type of being. You have to be a certain type of person to stand out on your own and go with your heart. And many of you have done that. You have the coins that most people don't have. You don't see no videos talking about them. But we have them. But that's by design. That is by design, family. We are set up in so many different ways. We've all accumulated foreign currencies. We've been accumulating metals, right? I told you, you have to cover yourself in multiple ways. Grape says, I saw something major yesterday about these clone tokens. Elon was talking and I managed to put it together. What did you discover, Grape? And I'm telling you, Dank Dollars is definitely linked to Elon Musk and Gematria. They are super intertwined in Gematria, Dank Dollars and Elon Musk. What could it mean? I don't know. But I know it means something very significant. They may be talking about the EX tokens and not the real tokens. When you say EX tokens, are you talking about X tokens? Bitcoin, XRP, Solana. Medicine, food, water is key. Make sure you have this in your house to survive when the doomsday clock 85 seconds before midnight. That is true. That is good information, Scooby. Thank you for that. A lot of people, you know, you're not going to miss something until you need it. But like Scooby says, it's better to have it already on hand. Because things are going to go downhill so fast. Things are going to go downhill so fast, you have no idea. So fast. Because so many people are so low vibrational. So many people have fallen so far from God. And you wonder why these things are taking place. You see, like myself and many others, most of us grew up religious. Most of us read the Bible and many other books, the Quran, whatever book you chose. But a lot of us read Revelations because we've always heard about what is to come in Revelations. We've always heard about it. But the thing about it is, we actually did not believe these things will take place in our lifetime. We thought maybe our kids or our kids' kids, but we just did not think that that would take place in our lifetime. And yet we are here. We are here, fam. Sora hit 34 zeros today, then bounced to 32. They're adding so much. Laugh out loud. Who knows what their plan is with Sora? Who knows? The only thing we can say is Sora has come up in Gematria many times. And like I tell you all the time, fam, there are thousands of coins that have never came up once. So Sora means something. I don't know what, but it has a purpose, a role to play. What is that role? What is that purpose? I don't know. But like I told you, when you see thousands of coins that never come up once and one coin that comes up multiple times, then the numbers are saying something. The numbers are saying something. Thank you, Dana. Peace and blessings, family. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All of you are greatly appreciated. And y'all been sticking with me. Y'all been rolling with me since the beginning. And I've shown you too many times. I've shown you too many times that we hold the right coins. Because we see something that is not meant to be seen. We heard something that is not meant to be heard. And it drives them crazy. It drives them crazy. But we don't listen to people. We don't listen to, propaganda. We listen to spirit. And spirit will always lead you in the right direction. I appreciate that, Dana. What's up, Night Rider? Peace and blessings, family. Spirit will not lead you wrong. Spirit is what brought us together. Collective consciousness. Collective consciousness, family. And I love the trolls. When the trolls come, I know they consider me a threat. I know they scared of the information that I reveal. I don't have to keep wondering about, just like I told you about numbers, right? I've shown you many times the numbers confirm that YouTube has me shadow banned. When I saw it in Gematria, that solved the puzzle. Now the question is, why? Why would they shadow ban me? Oh, I know why. I know why. Because I'm over the target. Because I'm over the target. I agree with you, Justice. I'm over the target. Now, if I wasn't on YouTube right now, if I wasn't doing the decodes that I'm doing, how many other people can you go on YouTube and find that's talking about Loan Protocol, Dank Dollars, Proton PUSSY, XRPLT on almost on a daily basis? Because it's going to show you how rare of a channel I have. That shows how rare of a channel I have. Because when I search YouTube, I don't see nobody talking about Dank Dollars, Proton PUSSY, XRPLT, XRL. I didn't see anybody that put it together where these same coins are on Stellar. I didn't see anybody talking about the 1 gram coins that are on XPR Network and Stellar. I haven't seen it. So that shows the rarity of the information that I provide on this channel. Because we see the things many don't see. Dana says only couple people talking about XPR, but you talk about them all through the numbers. Exactly. Exactly. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is, if it wasn't for the numbers, where would we be? What do I think of Canton Network? I still haven't gotten to that, A. Lorden. I still haven't gotten into it, but I did say I was going to take a look at it, because I've seen it come up many different times, and you know, as I'm scrolling through YouTube from different YouTubers, and I said I was going to take a look at it, so I'm going to have to. But I will take a look at it and give my analysis on what I think of it. Mark says, I'm going heavy on Sheeb as well. They always hype it. Yeah, I mean, I think Sheeb is a good coin too. Not financial advice, but I have a little bit of Sheeb. Guys, Japan dumped recently $7 trillion worth of bonds. And trying our best, but only shooting in the dark. Yep. Not only is China, not only is Japan, but everybody dumping the dollar. The numbers give us a special insight, that most do not even know exists. Exactly. That is so true. Nothing that happens is random. This whole community, this is all through divinity. This is all through divinity, family. If you are here, if you part of this community, if you hold these coins, there is definitely something special about you. You are nothing near average. There is something special about you. I don't have to meet you in person to even know that. I know you special. If you on this live stream, if you see my videos, if you comment on them, if you join my Patreon, I know you are nothing near average. The Great Awakening, family. The Great Awakening. What's up, Jason? We woke up at the right time in history. Scoopy says, mushroom cloud, be prepared. Ravi from India, what's going on, family? Buster in the building. But yeah, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. We are about to be staring at a different world. It's gonna be a different world soon. It's gonna be a different world soon. When all of these different things start taking place, we may not even recognize the planet. But we felt it. We already knew it was coming. It's only a matter of time, brother. All will soon be tokenized. Exactly. That is so true. But they need an event that is so catastrophic that is going to destroy the economy of the entire world. I told you all these guys, leaders, politicians, they all play for the same team. They all play for the same team. That's what people need to realize. They play for the same team. And we caught in the middle. A lot of people still believe in the traditional things they put out to make us think that we actually are part of the republic, that we are part of the actual, trying to find the right word to say, right? It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Keith says, no more credit cards. It will be based on what you have. That is so true. Grape says they are trying to, let me see. Sounds like it says they are trying to devalue a dollar big time. Okay, they're trying to devalue the dollar big time. They doing a good job at it, Great. They doing a good job at it. Jason says, yo, at Trump's speech today, he let a woman with twins walk and talk to the public. They showed us. Wow. Yeah, Jason, you have to pay attention to certain things like that. Sorry, my auto speech is the only way I can do this, and it is messing up bad. It's all good, Great. It's all good, fam. As long as you interacting, we good. As long as you interacting with the fam, we good. That's just like the decode I did today, right? When it said a pale horse. Do you think it's a coincidence the pale horse is named Proton? Do you actually think that is a coincidence? Out of the millions of names they could have named the Pope's horse, they named it Proton. What more proof do you need, family? What more proof do you need? Do you know how many words? Do you know how many different options that they had? Do you know? Can you really grasp the multiple different names they could have named that horse? What's up, Dread? They could have named that horse 100,000 different names or more. And out of that multitude of names, they chose Proton. A Lorden says the beast system or sovereign system, though Ashen. That's the $1 million question, A Lorden. That's the $1 million question. But I can tell you one thing, the beast system is going to cover the most of the globe. Because while people were partying and dancing and doing low vibrational things, right? Not paying homage to the Most High, not living godly, not raising their frequency and their vibrations, not doing their shadow work, not healing from past life trauma. While they was doing that, they should have been getting ready. They should have been getting ready. What's up, Desert Monsoon? They should have been getting ready. But like I told you, I have a theory. And my theory is, I do not think the real ID is going to be for every citizen. I think the real ID is going to be considered gold. And the coins that we hold on that gold wallet are going to be backed by silver or 1-to-1 with silver. The rest of the world will fall under some type of tyrannical control, in a digital format that's basically going to provide universal basic income. I don't think they're going to have the wealth of the wealth of the wealthiest on the same ledger as the average Joe. I don't think so. I don't think everybody's going to get the real ID or the digital ID, right? The Fed ID. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The EID. I think that's going to be for those who prepare and have the assets to hold, have the assets to store on that EID. And then you're going to have the rest of the population that are going to be on basic, universal basic income. I can't prove that, but that's just a theory. What's up, Brian? Yeah, Lucky could have been a good horse name, but why Proton? Keith says Proton meaning in Greek first one. I would never doubt or test the creator's process. I would never do that. I'm just showing you that they actually named the horse Proton. And that says a lot. But all I'm saying is, to some people, that's not even confirmation. A Lord says Anchor Wallet. We have people that need more confirmation than that, fam. Big shout out to all the trolls. Thank you for confirming that this is the community that has the valid information. You know what I noticed? What I notice about my live streams, is when I watch other people's live streams that are talking about certain things like XRP and all these other coins, I always go watch the comment section to see if I can see a similarity when it comes to my live streams. And what I noticed was most of the things that take place in those live streams are scammers. Most of the time there are people that are trying to scam the people in the chat section. But I notice when it comes to my live streams, it's just disrespect. It's anything to disrupt the live stream. And I know that's by design. As y'all can see now, look at the scammers coming in. Not scammers, look at the trolls coming in. They rolling in by the caseload. I think XRP is advertised too much, making me think it won't be as valuable as they say. You can't tell that to the masses, though. You can't tell that to the masses. The masses think that's how it's supposed to work. They think that's how it's supposed to work. Everybody's supposed to know what the Phoenix is. Everybody's supposed to know what the Phoenix is. Don't tell that to XRP Army. I feel you, fam. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. Because they actually think that's normal. The Phoenix rises from the ashes. And I showed you in 2 different decodes, the ashes always lead to metal. Metal blockchain, metal DAO, S-Long. That's where the Phoenix rises from. But let me tell you something that I also know. The Phoenix is not one coin. The Phoenix is not one coin. The Phoenix is a system. Tell me who else told you what I just told you. Have you heard anybody else tell you the Phoenix is not one coin? The Phoenix is a system? Ashen, have you seen Bully Bear's latest live with the riddles? I think he cracked the code. I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm into XRP, but you are right. Some of these people have lost their minds. I agree, great. I have a little XRP too. So I'm not I'm not being biased, you know. Well, think if it like the twins, positive and negative, or the Gemini. That's a good observation, Dread. That's a good observation. But I'm just trying to show everybody that the phoenix rises from the ashes actually means the system rises from Metallicus. Makes sense to me. Also, nobody but you said about the twin flames, and if I think about it, Marshall did first work with Stellar XLM. Exactly. He also helped work with Doge. You also have to remember when Marshall Hayner donated all of that money to a bank in Philadelphia, which is one of the oldest banks in the country, that is owned by the Rothschilds. Do you think that was a random event? I don't think so. I don't think so, fam. The Phoenix is not one coin. The Phoenix is a system that consists of multiple coins. Swartz. Even Swartz said XPR was the favorite. Yeah, definitely. Rates pause till 2027. What you think about that? It only confirms the crash. It only confirms the crash. Because if they print money, it kills the dollar. If they turn off the presses, that makes inflation go to the roof. They are trying to break the middle class. A lot of people are overlooking Marshall Hayner as CEO. If the XRP army only knew half of what we now know about Marshall, XPR would have a different price, I think. The thing about it is they don't want you to know, Jason. The price is being suppressed for a reason. Because they don't want many people to have these coins. They don't want people to get if they don't want you to see the videos, you know they don't want you to hold these coins. Because you are actually holding the coins of the future. I don't hear too many people that talk about XRP on a daily basis screaming they shadow ban. I just don't. I go watch their videos just to see. And 90% of the time, their videos are so nice and long and no interruptions. And, they making all kind of money from super chats and super stickers. And, they living. Grape says, you're right. Your suppliers a lot less. Also, which makes it more valuable. Exactly. But here, the person that's showing you divine numerology and showing you decodes pointing to the actual system, I can't get over 300 views on a video. Now, the crazy thing about that is, in the first few months when I started my journey, doing what I'm doing, every video was 5, 6, 7, 8, 900 views. And then they caught on to what I was showing, and I haven't went to those numbers ever since. I can't get a video to get over 300 views. They keep me in the same area. 250, 300, 340. Well, what changed from when I had 300 subscribers and I was doing 500, 600, 700 views on a video with 300 subscribers? And then all of a sudden they walked me down. All of my videos started being 600. Then all of my videos started being 5. Then all of my videos started being 4. Then all of my videos started being 3. They walked me down from the height that I reached. They saw the threat in me then, and they said, we cannot let this guy put this type of information out unheeded. And that's what they've been doing ever since. But I continue to work hard for my community because I know many of you still have a lot of coins to get. Many of you still don't understand what's taking place. That's why I continue to work hard. That's why I keep going. I keep going for the benefit of you. I know what time it is. I don't make money like that on YouTube to where every day I just gotta come. Nah, I do it because genuinely I want you to win. I do it because genuinely I've been given a job to do and I was told to show you what I know. So I have to show you what I know at all costs. I have to show you. Now, what you do with the information after you obtain it, that's on you. But I did my part. I did my part. And I told you, a lot of you that really show up for me and show me appreciation, you go notice when the time comes, you will have a major edge on a lot of people that have the same coins as you, maybe the same amount, but I promise you, things not gonna work out for them the way they work out for you. Mark my words. I share this information with everyone because I don't want the elites to have it all. That is greatly appreciated, Dread. You doing your part, no matter what it is. If you doing your part, if you playing your role, if you sharing the videos, sharing information, you go notice, you go find yourself having a major edge. And a lot of people that have the right coins, have the right amount, when your wallet starts freezing, when you start having issues, you go wonder what's going on. It's going to be spiritual. What's up, Donald? You go message Metallicas, you go message Ripple, you go message the people, whoever wallet you got, they go say, we don't see nothing on our end. We don't know what's going on. Well, my wallet, it keeps buffering, it keeps looping. I can't sign transactions. I can't see what's in my wallet. And they gonna say, we don't see no problems on our end. That's when it's gonna hit you and you gonna know it's spiritual. Donald said, my web ball been freezing up lately. That's what everybody, Donald, everybody go through that. I don't know what it is or why it does it, but we all experience that, Donald. But I promise you, when the time comes, when it's the right time to make a move, some will be able to make that move and some won't. All right, Dread, appreciate you for joining. There's a scene in The Simpsons where dogs chase away fat cats. I think Dogfather, Floki, Sheba, and Dogalon will be a big surprise. I wouldn't doubt that, Kowalski. I've seen all those coins in Gematria hundreds of times. Hundreds. World Boss says still adjusting to the L-Core upgrade. Something is up. Yep. Yep. We saw the smoke before the fire. Ain't that something? That would be a good t-shirt, right? That would be a good t-shirt to wear. Saw the smoke before the fire. I think I might have to do that, family. Saw the smoke before the fire. You see, when you're on that frequency, things come to you. I've been hearing so much about clones and twins over the years. I'll bet you if they are talking about the X tokens, not the real tokens, this is going to be crazy when it becomes real. I bet, hey, that will be crazy, great. That will be crazy. Superfly says we are special and chosen by the divine feminine. That is so true. Thank you for that comment, fam. Yeah, Grape, they gonna lose their mind when they find that out. They gonna say, what happened? How did I not see this? Because you have to see the smoke before the fire. You have to see the smoke before the fire. A lot of people waiting on the fire. Nah, we see the smoke before the fire. But we getting close, family. It's very quiet over at XPR Network. It's very quiet over there. But that's by design. And out of nowhere, you're going to see some awesome things take place. Mark my words. Yep, the calm before the storm. Proton blockchain, the payment blockchain, programmable money, that works. Yep. Yep, we getting ready to see the rocket. Once again, big shout out to the trolls. Thank y'all for confirming to myself and the family that this is the community of the high vibrational. This is the community of the high frequency. Thank you for confirming it. We appreciate y'all. Yep. Everybody say thank you to the trolls because y'all just confirming what I be talking about. You are the opposite of what we are here. We are love. We are peace. We are righteous. You are the opposite. You are evil. You are diabolical. So thanks for confirming that. Thanks for letting us know what side of history we are on. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. They have to show us who they are. They are not love. They are not peace. They are not righteous. They are the opposite. They are the inversion. So we need to thank them. We need to thank them. This makes us feel so much better about our position. This makes us feel so much better about where we stand in history. We need that negativity. We need that negativity. I love it. I love it. But we go see who gets the last laugh. We go see who gets the last laugh. I mean, if the trolls wanted to come out of the closet, I'm sure there are other platforms for that. Exactly. Raw Duggar says, like MLK once said, we need to see who really with the program. Well said, Raw Duggar. They are probably just 12 years old in their parents' basements. Nah, these are grown people. If they're not bots, and if they bots, then you know that's confirmation that we over the target. But if they're not bots and they real people, they are sad individuals. They are sad individuals. They low-key telling on themselves. But the thing that I love the most is that they don't realize that one day they gotta leave this physical realm and they gotta go to the real world. And when they go to the real world, they go remember all this bull stuff that they pulled when they were on the earth. And they go regret every action. They go regret every action. They let society think that there's no consequences to being low vibrational, to being a bad, horrible person spiritually and mentally. They think there's no consequences for being like that. But wait till they get to the real world. Raw Duggar says, yep, just wait. Diddy go be there. You right about that, Donald. We are on spiritual enlightenment over here, but the enemy comes to destroy. If we wasn't talking spiritual, if we wasn't talking about the right coins that we hold, if we wasn't preparing for our future, if we wasn't trying to obtain generational wealth, they would not be here. They would not be here. They would not be here. Thank you for coming, Dana. Thank you for the super chat. Have a blessed day, family. But fam, our time is coming. It's been a long journey, but we getting closer. Day by day, we getting closer. So I just want to remind you all to keep the faith. That is so true, Superfly. And I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all for your kind comments, for coming raise the frequency, for the information y'all bring to the table. I appreciate y'all more than you know. More than you know. But one day it's gonna pay off. One day it's gonna pay off, family. So keep the frequency going. Stay enlightened. Keep the faith. And everything will work out. And I'm going to keep rolling these videos out. And I'm going to keep tapping into the universe, getting these cosmic downloads and bringing it to the community. That is my purpose. That's what I'm doing. So I want to thank everybody for joining the live stream. I appreciate you all. I love this community. And good people like y'all give me hope. Definitely gives me hope because I know everybody not lost. But our time is coming. I have another decode that I'm going to be releasing later. Y'all stay tuned for my next video. I love y'all. Stay high vibrational. Keep the faith. Y'all have a blessed day, family. Starship out.